Hi, everybody. It's Bob Bernhardt, and I'm delighted to talk to you about our Pathwaves concert called Lights, Camera, Music. And it is a collection of about a dozen pieces from the movies based on a very strict code, stuff I like. And I hope you like it too. Um, we're going to open the concert with the contribution of the great Irish group Gaelic Storm, their Irish Party in Third Class from the Titanic franchise. And perhaps I should mention early on that due to COVID restrictions, we won't have the usual enormous orchestra that we need to have for the usual soundtracks that are created for movies. But this is they're all in more of a chamber orchestra form. But the Irish Party in Third Class for strings and percussion, which Gaelic Storm brought to the Titanic franchise. After that, from the land of the tango, Denmark, what can I say? Gada is the composer. It's one of the most famous tangos ever written. It's called the Jealousy Tango, used in dozens of movies, largely B movies, but dozens of movies. You'll recognize it immediately. Then the first of two contributions by our fantastic Grand Rapids Symphony Chorus that Pearl Shankwan leads with such excellence. The first is Candle on the Water from Pete's Dragon, and the one later on in the concert, it's Exultate Justi, the great setting of the text by John Williams from Empire of the Sun. It is so joyous and fantastic. I can't wait to hear our chorus do it. Again, Pearl Shankwan, Grand Rapids Symphony Chorus, the greatest combinations that I know. Our special guest, very special guest, is Tim McAllister, who is professor of saxophone at Michigan, University of Michigan, but is also one of the most sought after saxophone soloists in all the world. And he is coming to join us to play John Williams' magical jazz score to Catch Me If You Can, the movie starring Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. And it's jazz all the way. Incredible chart. It's for reduced forces, but it is Rip Norton. First and third movements are have incredible high energy, and a glorious, beautiful, moody, evocative second movement. Three movements. It's called Escapades from Catch Me If You Can, music by John Williams. Tim McAllister, our very special soloist on the saxophone. There'll be alto for that. After that, Grace Kim, our very own Grace Kim, will be joining us for the main title from Schindler's List, which is from its first hearing in 1993 for the movie, became a concert piece played by great violinists throughout the world, usually as an encore, and in this case as a very special part of our Lights, Camera, Music concert. A piece called Palladio by Carl Jenkins is next. Now, this is a piece you're going, who, what? You'll know it. One of the great ways in which we know music is extremely popular and very successful today is if it's used in commercials. And this music was it's called diamond music because it was used for diamond commercials on TV for years, and you'll recognize it. It's very, very clever, I had a lot of fun. After that, this is one of my guilty pleasures. It's a piece called The Ashokan Farewell, and it's not technically from the movies. It's from a documentary that's actually not true. It was used in the documentary, The Civil Wars. Let me go back. That's also not true. It was used in The Civil War, the documentary by Ken Burns. It was used for over an hour throughout the documentary. And it is one of those pieces that feels like it's always been there. It's actually only about 40 years old, written by Jay Ungar for the saying farewell to a summer festival. But the Ashokan farewell has a poignancy and actually a profundity that I find glorious, and I hope you will too. After that, we'll be doing more music by John Williams, music by from the movie Angela's Ashes. This is Angela's Prayer. Beautiful music from that devastatingly difficult movie, Angela's Ashes. Then I mentioned before the Exultate Justi will be with our chorus, with Pearl leading that. And then the final two pieces are by the late, great Ennio Morricone, who just passed in 2020 at the age of 92. He won his one and only competitive Oscar in 2015 at the age of 87. It's truly amazing. And he wrote the music to Cinema Paradiso, which is the first thing we'll play. And then we're going to end the concert with Gabriel's oboe. Both of these pieces will be played with us, with Tim McAllister joining us again on soprano saxophone. And so that's our program. It is beautiful, great music from the cinema for a COVID socially distanced, smaller orchestra with music of great beauty and energy. You're not going to believe, if you haven't heard Escapades live, you're not going to believe it. It is so fantastic. And it's John Williams music from his roots. When he was studying piano at Juilliard, he was also playing in the jazz clubs. And his ability to play jazz at the keyboard and to improvise made him invaluable when he came to Hollywood as a young man and was playing in the studios for people like Henry Mancini and others. Whenever there was an issue, he was able to fix it at the keyboard. He could kind of just do it. And it made him an important member of the studio orchestra, and it gave him opportunities to start writing music first for television. And then he had a pretty good career, I think. Still is. I've heard the rumor that he is going to be writing the score for next year's Indiana Jones 5th episode. So bring it on for John Williams. Anyway, we hope you enjoy Lights, Camera, Music, and in all of its many aspects. And we are so delighted to be bringing it to you in this Pathwaves concert with our Grand Rapids Symphony. Thanks, and it's wonderful to be back with all of you. Bye-bye.